Black history is a lie, and I'm gonna tell you why, so stay tuned. Welcome to the Javier Lobby. It's your boy, Javier Javier with the Javier Javier Show. Make sure you say it twice. If you ain't subscribed to the Javier Lobby yet, what you waiting on? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I'll wait. With that being said, let's get into the video. Black history is a lie. Yeah, I said it, and if you stick around, I'm finna break it down for you so you can understand that I understand why it don't exist. Last time I checked, black people existed since the beginning of time. We've been here. So when we take a certain month or a certain time in school or in the country to celebrate Black history, you're really missing the point. Because you can't talk about Black history without talking about white history or Native American history. You really just can't. So why is it Black history? Are you trying to say that black people haven't been creating things since the beginning of time? Are you trying to say that black people only exist within a certain time frame where we can actually group it together and tell people, hey, this is Black history? No, that's stupid. So stop thinking like that. Now, I know they've convinced you that there's such thing as Black history, as if it exists within a vacuum separate from all the other races. But it's just simply not true. History is history, and black people existed in history. Therefore, our story is your story, and your story is our story. I want to see the day where a white kid, a black kid, a Mexican kid, and an Asian kid can sit in class, and you know what they see when they go through their history book? Black people throughout history. It shouldn't be a certain section that only focuses on black history. It should be a whole book filled with nothing but pages where white people are doing things, black people are doing things, all races are being portrayed at all times. You talk about being equal, you talk about being normal, you talk about being regular, or all these things, but yet we keep separating each other. Why do you have to separate black history from history as a whole? Now, I know it's gonna be a lot of people that's like, Javier, what about taking aside the time to just focus on black people? Because that's an individual choice. I know my history. I know black people. I know what we've accomplished. I know where we've been. I don't need any society or a school to tell me when I can celebrate Black history or when I can acknowledge black people throughout history that's done great, great things. I don't need a white man to acknowledge that. I don't need a black man to tell me when I can celebrate Black history. You have to get it out your mind that you somehow have to wait for somebody to give you the okay to do certain things. Now, that's a lot of you out there, my brothers and sisters, and I don't care if you're Jewish, I don't care if you're black, white, it doesn't matter. You take pride in what you are. You take pride in what it is to be what you are and where you've come from. Why does that have to be separated? Did those things not happen at the same time while other things were happening? It should be normal to see a black man just doing great things. You know, for you to separate it and put it to the side, you're basically telling other people, hey, you're different. Hey, you're separate. Now, we're supposed to get rid of separation. We're supposed to get rid of discrimination and treating people as if they're the other. And how do you get rid of that mentality if you keep pandering to it? If you keep telling yourself that we need to be separate? Now, a lot of you black people out there are going to say, Javier, we need to be separate. We need to have our own businesses and our own way of life and our own culture. That's fine. You can have that. Nobody's taking that away from you. But you have to see it as, I'm a human being and I'm black. And if I'm black and I'm a human being, we do things. We do great things. So, with that being said, I'm just going to do great things. I don't need to be acknowledged for my great things. You know why? Because history will put it down in the books. So, rule number 1, change the history books. It shouldn't be separated, period, about any separate races. It should be time periods. And then you tell me what happened within that time period. And if a black person did something great, highlight it. Because it happened in history. And little kids will see, oh, that guy looks like me. He did something great. But there's no stigma attached to the fact that that black person did something great, but he's the other. Because it's not separated. You talk about true equality, that's what it is. I'm not getting into semantics about, oh, well, we need to highlight this, that, and the third. That's your fault. That's your problem. Y'all set it up this way. And if you know who I'm talking to, hit dogs or holler. But this whole Black History lie needs to stop. Black history exists. Black History Month should be Black History Year. There is no 1 month for black people. Because I don't stop living after that month's over or before that month began. No, I'm still here. Still kicking, still breathing. So I need you to understand that my history is your history. Your history is my history. We share something. We have something in common. Don't separate me. Don't treat me like the other. How you gonna say you want us to be equal, but yeah, you keep treating me like I'm something different? Nah, I'm not with it. I learned a long time ago that people will only respect you as long as you start respecting yourself. Live your truth. Start walking the walk. Start talking the talk. You know, highlight black success at all times, at all given moments. Now, you can take the same message, it doesn't matter what your race is, and apply it across the board. So if you're Jewish, celebrate your Jewish history throughout the year. It should be in history books. If it happened within that certain time period, it should be being talked about. It's a simple message. Rule number 2, don't bring it up. If it doesn't apply, don't bring it up. What I mean by that? Simple. You don't have to point out, that's a black person. Nah, that's a great man who happens to be black. And guess what? I happen to be black. And if he could do it, I can do it too. It's that simple. Don't bring up the race. It can be acknowledged without being spoken on. What's misunderstood has to be explained. But what's understood don't need to be explained. Rule number 3. If you stuck in this mindset of separation, then time to crawl out your hole. And maybe I ain't the one for you. Maybe I ain't the one that you want to be speaking on. But you'll be wrong. You know why you're wrong? Because we all are one. Everybody bears a responsibility. Everybody holds accountability. If you are liberal, if you are conservative, if you are independent, it doesn't matter to me. You have a responsibility to treat me as an equal. The moment you start pointing out black man, black man, black man, I kind of feel like you're trying to put me in a box because I am more than just a black man. And black men have done great things. Black women have done great things. They're more than just the color of their skin. We belong in history, throughout history, at all times, because we are more than just a black person. We are history. So with that being said, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Share this twice. I don't care if it's to your friends or your family. Explain to them why black history is a lie. Till next time. Peace.